Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about cash envelopes. So cash envelopes is a system. You'll hear me use it in a way that doesn't just describe one item. It's also used as a system. Cash envelopes in itself is a system. It's a series of envelopes, and it can be really whatever you'd like. It doesn't have to be a paper envelope. It could be a zippered pouch. It could be one of those file folder containers that has all of the organizing tabs in it. The sky's the limit on the way that you can organize them. But I use the term cash envelope just to describe the system itself. And you'll hear me say cash envelopes, but again, it could be zippered pouches, it could be various other ways that you use to organize your items. So what a cash envelope system is, where you are using cash, physical cash, and you have various categories that you've set up. And if you don't have any set up, you go ahead up to the eye over here and you go look at my goal setting video, because that's where I cover everything there is to know about setting your goals. And then I'll also have a video soon coming out about prioritizing your goals. Not sure if I'll have it out yet or not, so go check on that and see if it's out. That'll talk all about that. But back to what a cash envelope is. So it's an envelope. I'll give you a few examples. Grab some examples for you of various things you can use to organize your cash envelope system. So this, we've just got an old Ipsy bag that's super cute, and it can be used to house your money. You can also use my cash envelope cards that you can get in my shop over at my blog, biancabudgets.com. And I like to keep those with my cash envelopes. So that's one way, is a zippered pouch, and that's just one way you can do it. You can also use a couple different variations of zippered pouches. We've got another old Ipsy bag I like to use, as well as this one. Same idea though. Money, then the envelope card, which you can go get and print off in my shop. And then I also have a video that you'll have to go look in my page up in the eye for making your own labels from the Dollar Tree. Some other ways you can organize your money would be one of these. I don't know what they're called. If they're called file folders, I don't remember what they're called. But you see that they have the little tabs. And then each one is where you can write what your cash envelope is for. See how it's not envelopes, but it's all about just organization. That's really all it's about, knowing where your money is and what the money is for. Here's another one. Here's a big one, or bigger, I guess you could say, that has the same idea. There's a few other options though, like these ones that I've created. I printed off my template, which you can find at my shop on biancabudgets.com. And then I laminated them, and then I cut them, and I added little self-adhesive Velcros. Fantastic. You can go a step further like I did here and kind of create a little clutch. And I just took hole punches, and then I threaded some beautiful ribbon through it. And now they're all together. But again, that's optional. You don't have to do that. It's nice just to have them as envelopes, and each one has their own Velcro for opening. And then I have, again, the video up top in the eye about how to make dry erase labels for these, or whatever envelope you choose to use. So those are just a few different variations of how you can store your money. Again, it's not really as much about how as it is about just actually doing it. But back to what cash envelopes are. So those are just a few examples of what cash envelopes could be. I've known someone who followed my steps and was able to completely change her life. They were making great income. She was actually married rather than single like the people I tend to talk to. But they were still not quite sure why they were struggling. And it turns out they just weren't budgeting enough. They were budgeting, they were paying the bills, but they weren't going any further. They weren't taking that one last step to save that extra money left over after the bills. And that is where cash envelopes come into play. So she went to the store, grabbed one box of envelopes, and changed her life like that. All right? It's enormously effective. I'm telling you, it works. Try it. It's life-changing. I'm so passionate about this because it's so life-changing. I mean, I've seen so many of the people I come in contact with have their lives completely changed. They were able to go on a trip to Tennessee. They were able to go on a trip to Texas. They were able to go on a cruise. I mean, it was amazing. Just because they were not allocating every penny. Every penny has its place. And if you don't do that, that's where you get caught up in this, where did all my money go situation. So in that aspect, it's very important to remember why you're doing it, which is why you should go check out that goal setting video that talks about the why we budget. And then this is the how. The how we budget is the cash envelopes. So you are going to set up your own system. The system is all about what you need in your day-to-day and then what you want. Okay, so the basic cash envelope system includes things that you are going to be needing every week. So gas for your car, household, and you could get as creative as you'd like with that. You can get real specific and have a pet budget and have a toiletry budget and have a home decor budget and have all these little bitty mini budgets. You can absolutely do that. Or you can do like I've been doing lately and just have one household budget. And it's essentially for anything related to the house. So there's the 3 basic starts to a cash envelope system. You take your gas, household, grocery budget. I do a kids budget where every week I put a certain amount away for the kids. And that can be used for various items, whether it's diapers and wipes, if I decide not to take it out of my household budget, or that could be if they rip a hole in their shoe and now they don't have shoes. So now I can pull out of the kids' budget and go buy them that pair of shoes. That way it doesn't come out of my emergency budget, do you see? So you're giving that money a home. I also do a yearly expenses cash envelope, which I also suggest, because there are yearly things that come up that we all, I think, experience. Like my tags are due each year for the vehicle. There's renewal fees for various things. So it's always good to keep a good track of what those things are and try dividing those by 12 and start saving for next year's now. That's essentially, I mean, it boils down to very little per week or per check. And that's a good way to have those not creep up on you. Because I've had that happen plenty of times where I'm like, uh-oh, it's time to renew my tags. Oh, I don't have that much money. So it's much better to prepare than to react. So that's what cash envelopes are for. That's the basic rundown. I hope this helped you figure out kind of an idea of what those things are. And I hope this helped. I'll talk to you later. Bye.